What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to break down how wide receivers should be running the comeback route. All right, guys, so there are a couple situations that we could be thrown at us to where we have to run a comeback route, okay? Now, I hear it a lot of times, oh, you got to take an outside release, and yeah, that's preferred, but you're not always going to be able to take an outside release sometimes. What if the guy's lined up 4 yards outside you? You're going to have to take maybe an inside release, okay? But the goal of that, let's say we do have to take an inside release. Obviously, we take an outside release, that's easy. We're on his outside shoulder, we just sink, drop down, get into the route. But now let's say he's taking away the outside. Let's say he's lined up outside shade of us. He's trying to push us towards the middle of the field, and we got to take an inside release. So the goal of this is to stack him. All right, if we can stack him, it is very hard to lose. So we want to be able to take an inside release, come out, stack this DB, right? Go right past. So we want to be here running inside and try to go right past him, cheek to cheek, to get on top of him so he is trailing us. And when he is trailing us, that's going to be easy. Then we just start working our way back to the outside, right? And then all the other stuff that we're going to get into comes into play. Now, let's say he's off, right? Let's say maybe he's 10 yards off, maybe not that much, like 7 yards off. Let's say it's like a cover 4 look, right? And he's trying to take away anything over his head, and he wants to play, be able to play, have everything happen in front of him so he can make a break on that ball, right? So we want to be attacking his inside shade, okay? We want to attack his inside shade coming here. Try to get him to be right here and turn his hips like this, okay? Or actually, in this case, turn his hips right here, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to attack his hip right here. We're going to attack his hip to him and his blind spot. So we're going to be here. We're going to attack his inside. We're going to stem inside of him, get him to turn here, right? Get him to turn back pedal here, start to turn and run with us because we're selling fade. Then we attack right here, start to attack his blind spot. Then we get him maybe to turn, right? We always want to attack his blind spot and his off hip, okay? And then all of our technical stuff comes into play that we get to, all right? So our stem is super important when we're facing a DB that's off, okay? We got to stem him inside, try to get his hips turned, and then maybe we could be here, give him a stick, right? Give him a stick to jump even more inside, then attack his blind spot, okay? There's so many ways we can attack an off DB when we have to run a comeback route. So we must attack his blind side. That's what I'm trying to get at here, guys. Attack his blind side, but we got to stem this route to start to get him to open up his hips. Even if it's just a little bit, it's going to make our job a lot easier. All right, guys, so now we're going to get into how to sell this route properly. So let's say, like we said, we want to maybe be here. Let's say we're going to start with the stack first. So let's say we end up stacking this guy, right? He's trailing us, he's trying to catch up. Biggest thing about a comeback route, we got to sell the fade, okay? Especially this far downfield, because you could run this thing 18 back to 15. You could run it 15 back to 12. You can go 12 back to 10. It's a deeper concept because the quarterback's focused on getting depth in his route, but we got to be selling this thing fade going the whole time. We got to be here, our head down. We're digging. We're trying to get to this fade. Now, when we're approaching our depth, like let's say it's about 15 yards, around 10 yards, we want to start looking back for this ball. Like we got the DB beat, we're trying to run him, get him on a fade. What this DB is going to do is he's going to be here, and he's going to be trying to play catch up because he's playing our eyes, and we're looking back, and he's thinking, oh, ball's coming. You know what I mean? He's going to throw a fade. He ran by me. He beat me. I got to catch up. And we're here. We're looking back. Then we just stop right on a dime and get into this comeback route. Okay, we're going to discuss the break in a bit, but we've got to be a salesman. Now, let's say we're here. Let's say the DB's off, right? Same concept. We talked about this earlier. We're attacking his inside. We're going to stem him inside to get him to turn here to open up his hips. Then we can either put a stick in the ground or just start working back outside to attack his blind spot and to attack his front hip. Okay, then he's coming here, right? Then he's going to try to turn with us here. That's when we give him our eyes. So when we make this stick to get back outside, attacking his blind spot, then we want to start looking for the ball, guys. We want to be here trying to sell this thing. So he's trying to play catch up. He just thinks it's a straight fade right now. And then we break down, get in and out of the route, and catch the ball, okay? So if we stack him, we got to start selling the ball, selling this fade. If he's off, once we stem him here, make this stick in the ground, start attacking his blind spot, then we can start looking back for the ball, stop on a dot right now, and get in and out of this break. All right, guys, so we already talked about how to get into the route. We talked about the stem. We talked about the goal. If the guy's pressed and we have a comeback, we talked about how to sell this thing. Now let's talk about the break. Let's talk about how we can get out of this break. So the biggest thing we want is to be able to stop on a dime after we've sold this fade. Everything ties in together, okay? We gotta make sure we sell this fade though. If we're selling the fade, we're coming here, we're looking back for this ball. It is very important our snap down that we stop right on a dime. And you can check our previous videos and we give you a lot of technique on how to work this snap down, some drills to work the snap down, how to be more efficient out of there. So we're coming here, right? We're looking over our shoulder. We gotta stop right on a dime. And that comes from sinking our hips and having this aggressive snap down at the top. So we're just here selling this fade, snap down. I'm here from an explosive position with my hips sunken right here. And now I'm just running my hands, running my feet in and out of this break so I can come shooting back to the ball. Now, here's the deal with that. A lot of you will do this and then you'll pop straight up and you'll be looking for this ball, but you're pop straight up and you're not attacking that sideline. The quarterback is taught to be here. Let's say he's in gun 3 and a hitch, right? He's throwing this thing, that ball should be halfway there when you're right here. So you need to be shooting out of this because he's throwing it towards the sideline because we just want to catch, toe tap, get out of bounds. He's throwing this thing towards the sideline. If we're here and we pop straight up, we're not going to be able to shoot out and get there. I want to be able to be here, stop on a dime from an explosive position and shoot out, exploding out of this break, get my eyes up, find that ball and catch, okay? So we got to be here, snap down, sink our hips, run our hands, run our feet, get in and out of this break fast, shooting towards the sideline. Don't give the DB any time to react to this thing. Catch the ball, either get upfield, toe tap, and get out of bounds. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. This was the first video of our route series for wide receivers. So please leave in the comments the next route that you guys would like to see broken down next. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.